Hi guys, welcome you back to Memory Bits. And so today we have got a different kind of a guest. I have been uh, a great follower of the mission of ISKCON, and today we have Guru Harinam Das with us. Hare Krishna, sir, and we
Hare
welcome
Krishna
you.
Rishikesh ji. Pleasure being here.
Right. So, this session was required because a lot of the kind of thing that I do in my life involves a lot of discussion with the younger generation, especially the people in the age group of 18 to 25 years. And A lot of times, these questions come like, we are confused, we don't know, what to do, especially after COVID. Guruji, like what has happened is that people are are getting habitual to talking to people virtually. They're getting into
Yeah.
depression and
Mm.
no FaceTime with the people. So I think this session will be helpful to all of them. And my first question to you is that if you could tell us about your journey at ISKCON and how was that fulfilling for you.
Yeah. So this is a direct question. Good. So uh, actually, I born and brought up in Rajasthan. Then I studied in Jaipur. Jaipur in Jagatpura. There is a very nice institute by name Gyan Vihar, and there I was pursuing my engineering. So ISKCON devotees came there and they asked, okay, we have a session and all of you can join. It is sponsored. So we joined that session. And from there, like first seed was sown, बीज डाल दिया गया था. Then we went there, we attended the class. It was so nice, mesmerizing, so impressive. And for the students, if they get something like about uh, getting less distracted and how to be more focused and how to read nicely, how to study well, all these things were taught there. So that was so impressive for us. Then I started chanting what they told me to chant. I started chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra on beats, on japa beats. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. But sometimes I was lying to them. They were asking ki, how many rounds you chant of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Then I said I chant 4 rounds. How much time it takes? I said 15 minutes. So it's not possible. You're lying to me. So that way I used to get caught sometime when I was not chanting. And I used to say I'm chanting. Then slowly, I started reading books by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is like founder of ISKCON, as you know, that Swamiji. Any ISKCON temple, you will see his deity in the entrance only. And we used to read his books, starting from like small books. Then we used to go to the next books. He is Swami Prabhupada ji. And then we used to read small books. Then we started reading Bhagavad Gita as it is. Then we had some courses of courses like art of mind control, healthy living and food habits. There were many courses like that. I attended them and then started chanting more and more. That way, got into this spirituality. And the devotees are so nice, their lifestyles are so nice that I got attracted by them. And thought that I should also live such beautiful, peaceful, happy, anxiety free life. So decided at the end of my course of engineering, final year, that I should be a full-time devotee in the temple. That all due to the grace of Srila Prabhupada and Krishna that I joined this movement, and this is the way slowly I joined. It took 3 to 4 years to decide. Not that one day it happened suddenly. Okay, I should join now. And first year of training was in Bangalore only, then to Mysore, then Jodhpur, Jaipur, then Vrindavan Dham, and currently I am serving in Vrindavan Dham only. Most of the time I am here in Delhi, Gurgaon. So Gurgaon is the place where we are located for preaching.
Guruji, one question that comes is that, like for most of the young generation, getting a good salary, getting into a good company, getting into a good role, and then running after that money parameter throughout the life, till we are dead. 99% of the people are living this life. What was that motivation, in you that you didn't think of, joining an MNC company and, getting into ISKCON and become a devotee of Krishna?
Yeah, so you're very much right. I also got the opportunity to join the MNC Maiko Bosch, and I had joined for a training period. Then, actually, I requested my parents that I want to join this ISKCON movement, but they denied. So I worked for some few months. Then I left it. So, actually, we have to choose a boss, right?
Yes.
Anybody who is doing some course in future, he will be joining some company and he will be serving a boss. So if you want to serve boss or some master, we understood from Bhagavad Gita, why not to serve the supreme master, the supreme god, the supreme boss? So at last decided to serve the supreme boss. We had the same dream of having big salary, good cars, house, and then marriage. Everything we had a good dream. But when came to know about something higher, which is spirituality, which is the foundation of everything, then decided to quit the MNC training period and the job period, then joined this topmost company, supermost company of super rich boss company, that is Hare Krishna, that is ISKCON, that is spirituality.
So I think, Guruji, like most of the work that is being done at ISKCON, you guys are, some of them are like technocrats. Some of them have been business people. I'm talking about all the devotees who are there. I think
Yes,
a lot of
yes.
the work at ISKCON will be done by you people only, like without the help of anybody from outside.
All the works, like we have the Akshapatra organization where we are feeding around 20 lakh children every day, and all mechanized kitchen. So whatever engineering we know, or CA, somebody is CA, somebody is engineer, somebody is some an MBA. So all things, the internal homework, the groundwork, internal we do. We have like we work like a corporate company.
So, coming back to one of the questions that has come from one of our audiences, that key, how to decide the goal in life and a longer term motivation, which actually allows you to live a peaceful life.
Yes. So we have a bad luck of that. We got taught in the wrong way. We have got wrong teachings, and the teaching is the parameter of happiness, the parameter of success is set in front of us is wrong. Nowadays, some other people think, the young generation think that success means to achieve a big money, a big house, many cars, and to roam around and share pictures on Instagram or Facebook and to get more and more likes. That is success. When you have more followers, that is success. Actually, this is something we have been taught from long time. Okay, this is the success, but this is wrong. Our Shastras, Bhagavad Gita says success is when you have more peace, more calmness, more happiness, more enjoyment, more trust of the people, less worries, less anxieties, less depression, less stress. This is the real definition of success we have to measure in our life. After achieving lots of money, lots of cars, and many, many houses, and if you're not peaceful, you're not contented, you're not anxiety free, stress free, then that is not success. So, a younger generation should learn this lesson that success means you should be happy, contented, peaceful, anxiety free, stress free, depression free. That is success. If somebody in comparison of you, he has lots of money but not depression free or anxiety free, then that is not success. Never consider that as a success. So we have to understand through the teachings of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, which are very practical, and it's day to day basis. We should understand that success is when you become more peaceful and happy. Now you want to understand about the long term motivation.
Yes.
So, if you want long term motivation, then your motivation guide, your mentor, your the ideal leader, he should be also a perfect person. So, that perfect person is Supreme Lord Krishna. And the Krishna is the supreme motivator. You know, the Arjuna was about to give up the fight. Krishna, Bhiksham apiha loke. I will give up all this fight and I will beg. I will beg and survive. Krishna said, "No, oh Arjuna, you have to get up and fight." And for that, he taught him a big lesson, and that has come out in the form of this beautiful book, Bhagavad Gita. So, if you want to stay always motivated, keep your contact with Krishna by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and associate with the spiritual leaders, the spiritual mentors, those who are always in high motivation, and
Yes.
the book which is given by Lord Krishna, the Bhagavad Gita. When you read Bhagavad Gita, nothing else is required. It's enough. Today, only one person was sharing in our Zoom class कि Prabhuji, Bhagavad Gita is enough. It is
Hmm.
very, very practical knowledge, day to day life knowledge, and we can deal with every situation with a big smile. That's what
Yes.
even Mahatma Gandhi used to say. Whenever doubt haunts me and I have depression on my face, I just open a book of Bhagavad Gita and any verse make me smile.
Yes.
So that is real motivation. We should understand motivation should not be from the Instagram, Facebook, or something, or some material, temporary showing of heroes or leaders.
Yes. It is true. But the problem is that, Guruji, people are always seeking for social validation, and they don't see on the other side of the picture that even if a person is having Audi, Mercedes, and all those cars, he's also suffering in his life.
Yeah. So this they have to understand by going little more deeper into their life, and if they understood that key Audi is a success, then they should go little more deeper. Okay, in person how he feels, they should go and see his interviews, personal interviews. Automatically they will come to know. Every person they share their own experiences, and it is clear in these interviews that yes, we also have problems, and if we focus, you know, the richest person in the world,
Yes.
the uh,
Warren Buffett
Warren Buffett, or the
or the
Amazon
Gates of
CEO,
Amazon, Jeff
Amazon
Bezos.
CEO, Jeff Bezos. Some of these person, I'm not telling you the name because it's not good. So one of these three is taking depression pills.
Yes.
It was in the news. So if you are inspired by money and cars and everything, the people have the opulence, then why don't you see this news where they are also taking depression pills?
Yes.
Why this money is not giving them happiness? Why they have to run for this? And many others in the same list. There are many people, and they were not able to maintain relationships. One
Yes.
divorce, then second divorce, then third divorce. What is this?
Yes.
So money will not buy you happiness. Money will not give you the trust. Money will not give you the relationships. It's the uh, ethics, the moral values, the culture which you have learned from your parents or the scriptures that will give you this strength. That will make you happy. That will make you anxiety free, depression free.
And Guruji, do you also feel that parents also need a little bit of guidance in basically nurturing their kids while they're growing up? Because if you go back to the ancient age, we had a Gurukul system in place in India, which has completely been kind of got away after the British era, where we started following a Western system of education. Do you feel that Gurukul system was actually a better system for the overall personality growth?
Yes, yes, why not? That was the original system, and that is coming back now. Rishikesh, it is coming back. You will see in some 4 to 5 years that slowly you will see 5, 10, 20 Gurukuls are opening. And one of the
Yes.
devotee have taken a task to open 1 lakh 800 or something Gurukuls. He has taken a task he want to open in his lifetime. So Gurukuls will come. This is the now the period have come where people are more inclined towards spirituality, more towards Gurujis, more towards satsang, and more Sanatanis. The trend has come now. So according to scriptures also, this first 10,000 years of Kali Yuga will be very good, and people will again act like Satyuga people. And now the time is coming, and I think there will be a third world war. God should not make it happen, but it is destined to happen. So after that, it will be like a satyug for next around 4,500 years or something. Then people will be living a peaceful life, happy life, more spiritual life. Then Gurukul system will come up. Same Swamiji was wanted, Prabhupada ji, that we should have Gurukuls. So he established a Gurukul in Vrindavan, in Mayapur, and in Dallas. So Gurukul system were very good, and if they claim that this English education system were the best system and most uh, intellectual class of people only can be part of our education system, that is not a true thing.
Yes.
Even these people didn't had schools. We had lakhs of Gurukul placed in this India, this Bharat. Lakhs of Gurukuls were there. Big universities were there. If you go to
Yes.
some foreign countries' universities, you can check when it was established. But we have Nalanda University.
Yes.
It is very old university.
Yes.
So, Gurukul system is very good, where they are taught even the basic culture with the modern education can be added to understand, to earn the money, to earn the livelihood. It can be added. Now it will be a combination modern education plus Gurukul system, where uh, just not to earn is taught. There are teachings how to spend that earnings, how to rightly use that earning, how to handle situations whenever there are bad situation in life, ups and downs in the life. So these things are taught in Gurukul, under the proper guidance of a guru, where even some physical training is there, some mental training is there, some intellectual training is there, and of course there is a soul training, adhyatmika shiksha. So it is full, complete package. Wholesome education is there in Vedic education. Not just get more marks, and you will get a good rank, and then you will get a good placement and good money. That is life, and you are successful. No, no. So as you suggested, and as you were asking, Gurukul system is the best system, and it will come back in some way or other way. It will come back. Currently, we have Gurukuls in Vrindavan, it's in 100 acre, and in Mayapur. Like this, we have many Gurukuls in South also from other Sampradayas.
Yes. So, so Guruji, one of the things is that, how can we bring the generation Z, which is there, Gen Zs, closer to our Indian culture, and how is ISKCON helping in doing so?
Yeah, so uh, actually, we have program for all classes of people and all ages of people, beginning from the people, the students who are studying in government schools, and where they don't get a proper meal. So we provide them a wholesome meal in the school through Akshay
Akshay Patra.
Patra. Yeah.
Yes.
So that is serving on one age of group, and a class of group where don't have even a food for one time. So it's a great help by Akshay Patra, a great service by Akshay Patra. Then there is a people who are spoon feeding childrens. The
Yes.
childrens get lots of food, but they don't eat. They get many varieties, but they don't eat. They don't like to eat. Their lunch boxes they throw sometime and go back to home. So this class of children's also we are catering by giving them education through our schools like Basil Woods and Gurukuls. Even in their school, we have the system of once in a week a 2 hour session. Through that, we teach them and we invite them to our temple. We have cultural heritage fest where they participate in many competitions, and we have cultural education. Then we have Sunday schools for them. So there we teach them values, ethics, and our culture. Then we have next level where there is young generation, those who are like studying in schools, 11 to 12th or college group. For them, we have program by name Folk, Friend of Lord Krishna, FOLK. So any person who is in this age group 10, maybe studying in 10th class or 11th class, from there we start this folk section, and they join this folk group, and we treat them on all the platform: physical, mental, intellectual, and emotional, and social, and soul level. All the levels we teach them, guide them, and nourish them, and this way we are trying to help the generations. As you know, that the future of India is this young generation. So if we put our efforts to this youth, then the future will be bright of this India, and the coming generation will be more happy, more contented, more peaceful. So these are our efforts. And then next level we have the married people. For them we have Krishna life program, husband and wife they
Yes.
come together to the programs. Then we have programs for some uh, old people, they joins this program, they come to Vanprastha ashram, they come to Vrindavan, they live there with us and they do sevas there. That way we give whole society a service, and all age groups they can be in Krishna consciousness and they can live a very happy, peaceful life wherever they are.
Yes. And kudos to ISKCON for doing all that, because there are very few organizations across the world who have contributed so much to the society as much as
Yes,
ISKCON has done. But Guruji, there's one question that comes to my mind again and again, and I want to ask you here, is
please.
that if we talk about Hindu culture, there has been lots of gods around, like, because we were, and correct me if I'm telling wrong, is that because we always believe that see God in a human being, right?
True.
And that is why we had so many gods around us. So why the focus only on Krishna, and why not on some other gods like Shiva or Brahma or something like this?
Yeah. So this is a very nice and logical inquiry from you. Actually, this question we can understand in many ways, but as you are asking to a person who is representative of ISKCON, so I would like to answer from the teachings of Lord Krishna and Srila Prabhupada ji. Krishna in Bhagavad Gita he says, Mamevansho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatanaha manah shasthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati. 15.7, 15th chapter, 7th verse. He says, every living entity is my part. He is not telling they are me. What he is saying? They are my part. So, first thing we have to understand, all the living entities, be it birds, reptiles, animals, trees, plants, human beings, all the living beings are part of Krishna. That he is telling in Bhagavad Gita. Be it Hindu, Muslim, Christian, all are part of Krishna. The first teaching we have to understand. Now, second, what knowledge we are understanding through this Krishna consciousness, through Bhagavad Gita, this knowledge is the highest knowledge. Why? Because this is the oldest scriptures available in the world. If you take some other scripture like Bible or Guru Granth Sahib, or if you take some Quran, they have some beginning date. But for Bhagavad Gita, you cannot trace. Even if you want to trace through the uh, Kurukshetra war, then it is 5,000-year old Granth, 5,000-year old scripture. So, this is the oldest scripture available. And for your kind information, in our scripture, there is no word called Hindu. This Hindu word is also given by the people who were staying apart other side of the Sindhu river, which is in between the Hindustan and Pakistan. This word is given by them. They were not able to pronounce sa word. So slowly they started pronouncing Hindu, Hindu, and Hindu word came. So we all are all living entities. Krishna himself is telling Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. We all are Sanatanas. We all are eternals. We all are part of Krishna. And now Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita ki for managing this material world, I
Yes.
have many helping hands in the form of Devi Devtas. So there are many Devi Devtas. There are 33 crore Devi Devtas. And these
Yes.
all Devi Devtas are helping in managing this material world. Material world. And if you pray them, if you ask something to them, they can give you, they can sanction you, they can give you blessings in their limit, whatever quota is assigned to them. From that, they can give you the blessings. Ultimately, Krishna is telling if you are worshipping Devi Devtas, that is also my worship, but indirect worship. Krishna is telling that is indirect worship. So you should worship me directly for the devotion, for even material benefits. You should worship me. So when we read Bhagavad Gita and Krishna declares in 7.7, Aham sarvasya, sorry, मत्तः परतरम नान्यत किंचित अस्ति धनंजया. O Dhananjaya, O Arjuna, there is nothing superior to me. There is no superior truth above me. So he's telling, I am the supreme. Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, 10.8. Everything comes from me. The material world, the spiritual world, all the living entities, all the planets, everything comes from me. Then he's saying, I am the source of everything. I am the controller, master, enjoyer of everything.
Yes.
He is telling, I am the Bhokta, I am the enjoyer. I am the Ishvara, I am the master. Not only he is saying, then later even Brahmaji is saying, Ishvaraha, Paramaha, Krishnaha. Ishvara means controller. And who is the supreme controller? Brahmaji is telling, Krishna is the supreme controller. That's why we follow Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead, and we teach from the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharata the same teachings to everybody that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. He has many expansions: Rama, Vishnu, Narsimha, Varaha. They are non-different to each other, but there are other Devi Devatas. They are helping hands to Krishna in this material world for creation, sustenance, maintenance, and providing things to this material world. So that way, people can get clear this understanding of who is God. And there are no many gods. God is only one. There is a supreme God, but there are some helping hands, Devi Devatas. They are helping the God in managing this material world.
Yes.
So
So
hope I am
Guruji, if
clear.
I
If you want to ask something particular, you can.
yes, so if I have to say, like, even anybody from any other religion, so-called religion, like, maybe it may
Yes,
be,
why so called?
any,
Because these were not existing. And
yes,
now
yes.
somebody has given some name to them. That's why they are so called religion. Even Hindu's word is given by some people.
So everybody can be a part of ISKCON, like irrespective of whatever is their cult, whatever is the religion to which they belong to.
Yes, yes, Rishikeshji, this ISKCON movement, Hare Krishna movement, started from America, New York. And who were there? There were all these hippies from other religion, and they became
Yes,
devotees.
yes,
So there is no restriction about caste, creed, nation. Today only we were reading in our scripture, nectar of devotion. Even Krishna says to Uddhava, even a Shudra class of person who is very less intelligent, he can also become a devotee, he can also become a Brahmana, he can also become a Vaishnava by following that culture, that system and rules and regulations. So there is no limit, and everybody is most welcome. If there are there are white skinned people, there are like semi white skinned people, there are black skinned people, the Africans, Americans, Indians, all are together, Russians, everybody is in this Krishna conscious movement and serving the Supreme Lord Krishna by chanting, dancing, and praying.
yes. Guruji, like, there are a lot of, people from the corporates also, a lot of people, who are associated with ISKCON movement. And does ISKCON, also helps, organizations build better culture inside their workplace?
Yes, yes. We do visits corporates and we have PowerPoint presentations for them. And there we teach them how to have team spirit, how to work peacefully, and how to focus on your work, then how to take care of family, how to balance between your professional, personal, social, and spiritual life. These all teachings are given to them, and they admire a lot. We have done in Flipkart, we have done in ENY. We will be doing in many places like in Hyderabad, in Mumbai, in uh, Delhi NCR, then Bangalore, then our Jaipur. We do in all the places and all kind of corporates.
Okay. Now I have one more question, from my side is that, people like you, Guruji, like, who have been, devoted to Krishna Bhakti, and why are so are you guys allowed to marry and lead a grihast life?
Yes, very much. So this also people have what to say wrong information
Mislead.
that we cannot marry. Actually,
Yes.
marriage is not a barrier. If you see our Varna Ashrama Dharma, Varna and Ashrama, this were the real religion for all the people. This is not a Sanatan religion. Varna and Ashrama. There were four social divisions of the society. Intellectual class means Brahmana.
Yes.
The people who protects people, these are Kshatriyas. Then people who do business, the trading, they are Vaishyas. The people who cannot do all one of the three, then they serve these above three. These are known as Shudras. So these are Varna. And then Ashrama. Ashrama is the spiritual division of a human life.
Yes.
If you have 100 years, then 25 years brahmachari, 25 years grasta, 25 years vanprastha, 25 years sannyasa. So every ashrama has direction from spiritual master. If you say brahmachari, he is also directed by spiritual master, Gurudev. If he is a grasta and living with family, with wife and children, he is also guided by spiritual master. And somebody is a vanprastha, he is also guided by spiritual master, because vanprastha ashram, grasta ashram, brahmachari ashram, sannyas ashram. So everybody is guided by spiritual master. So our Shastra says, whether you are a brahmachari, you are a grastha, you are a vanprastha, or you are a sannyasi, you can practice this spirituality at any ashrama, in any ashrama, at any age. So there is no ashram barrier that only brahmachari or sannyasis can practice. There are many great devotees. If you see all the Pandavas, Kunti Maharani,
Yes.
Draupadi, all are Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj. They were big kings. What we own, what kind of grastas we are. They were
Yes.
having many wives, and they were having many children, and many big palaces, and many people to handle. These people became great devotee, pure devotee. So
Yes.
in ISKCON and in our Vedic society, ISKCON is following only Vedic society. There is nothing out of Vedic system and Vedic shastras. I say many times in our classes that please don't misunderstand ISKCON, because ISKCON is what ISKCON is teaching is what your father or grandfather was following. We want to bring
Yes.
back you to that culture. Nothing else. Your father was getting up early in the morning around 4 o'clock, 4:30, you also get up. He was chanting some mantra, you also chant. He was doing seva of the Vigraha deities at home, Laddu Gopalji, Radha Krishnaji, Sitaramji, Narsingadev, you also do the seva. And whatever food you cook at home, offer to the Lord and eat, because your forefathers used to do that. So we are not teaching even a single thing which is new out of the box, which is out of our Vedic scriptures. No. So everything we are teaching is from our scripture, and which is very much connected to our forefathers. They were doing the same thing. And so be you are in a brahmachari ashram, you're in one grastha ashram, one prastha ashram. In any ashrama you can practice this Krishna consciousness. And the devotees who are brahmacharis in the temple, after a certain period of time they are allowed to marry if they want to marry. There is no restriction that you cannot marry. But if you're a sannyasi, then you should not marry. Then you are not allowed to marry. Sannyasa
Means
asrama is last. After going to sannyasa you cannot come back, now I want to marry. So brahmachari
means
life is student life, then student life to family life to a little small renounced life. Then next level is fully renunciation.
and all the four stages, Guruji, are followed inside ISKCON. Like you can marry
Yes.
from, right?
Yes. So somebody can remain brahmachari for certain age, then he can enter into a grasta ashrama. Again, ashrama means he is directed by his guru, spiritual master, husband and wife living a life according to rules and regulation of the Vedas, Shastras, and the guidance of the guru. They eat early, they wake up in the morning, they eat food which is offered to Lord Krishna, they chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, they read Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, they go to temples, they do service to the temple. Many ways they are engaged in Krishna consciousness. Then, after a certain period, both of them take one prastha ashram, they both goes to holy places, darshans, visits, kirtans, bhajans, reading, association. And after a certain period, if somebody wants to take sannyasa, he can take sannyasa.
I
There is
got
an
it.
option of direct sannyas from brahmachari
Yes.
ashram to direct sannyas ashram also. And somebody can remain whole life brahmachari. That is also there.
Okay. So all these options are there. Multiple permutations and combinations can be done.
Multiple. And there is no this hard rule. No, once you have taken brahmachari ashram, you cannot marry. If you marry, then there is a great offense, aparad, you are a sinner. No. There is nothing like sin. You are in a certain ashram, you are practicing, you want to go next ashram, and you both want to practice, please, both of them can practice.
Guruji, one of the topics which has been widely discussed is because the younger age, the recent age has actually gone away from this ashram wala thing, right? Means
Yes, yes.
and that is why there has been a birth-based caste system which has been come into picture, which was
True,
never there inside Indian culture. Your
true.
viewpoints on that?
Yeah, so uh, we have gone very, very ahead of the real culture, and we follow this caste system nowadays, which is not good, and which is separating many, many peoples, which is creating many, many fights, and we should guide people as a leaders. All the leaders of India, all the leaders of world should guide in a uh, same direction. As you know, the our leader of India, the Prime
Yes.
Minister, has established the statue of
Unity.
equality, right?
Yes.
So somehow other the culture is coming back and it will come back. So we have to guide each and every person in uh, uh, very, very, very scientific way, in a logical way, so that they can understand. Actually, this is, and you know, the current generation is not believing in this
Yes.
caste system as well.
Yes. Yes.
So if you guide them logically, they will take up. They will take up.
Yes.
And
Now,
please,
yeah. Now, my last question, because since you have only 40 minutes with you, so the last question is, tell our audience some few philosophies, Guruji, from Gita, which will really help them overcome anxiety, stress, and live a more peaceful life.
yeah. So now you have come to practical points. Okay, not that you just speak, you give something else to follow. Right. Very
Yes.
nice. You're an intelligent person. So, first teaching you have to take from Bhagavad Gita is whatever good or bad happening to you is because of your own karma. Nobody else is responsible. Whatever is happening to your body or happening to your mind due to other people or happening to your relatives, your friends, and from that you are uh, uh, feeling some kind of moroseness, sorrowness, or depression, or distress, or anxiety, is all because of your own karma. So this is the first basic principle to live human life. Whatever is coming to me, once upon a time, I have sown a seed. Once upon a time, I have done the same kind of thing to somebody. Now that is coming as a reaction. Even Newton says every action has equal and opposite reaction. So to be peaceful, never blame others. Never blame others. Due to that person, I am not peaceful. Due to that person, I am in stress. No, no, no. The reason is your own karma. These people are just instrumental cause. They are just instrumental cause. Sometimes they say, "Oh, Sunny ki graha chal raha hai. Sunny Dev is harming me. He is angry on me. Or Rahu is angry on me." Actually, they are just doing their duty, just like policemen, the constable. He doesn't have any enmity to any person, but he punishes somebody. Why? Because he's ordered by his authorities to punish. His job is to punish. He's doing a helpless job. Same way, this Shani Dev, Rahuji, Ketuji, all are doing their duty. Once upon a time, you did something, so they are giving you some kind of punishment. They don't have any kind of enmity to you, yourself, as in person directly, but they are doing their duty. You, as a person, as a Atma, in other different kinds of bodies in the previous lives, done many, many karmas, that reaction is coming back to you now. So, first principle is always remember whatever sukha, dukha, happiness or distress is coming to your life, it is all due to your own karma. Nobody is responsible other than yourself. Second thing, whenever you want success in your life and you're doing some kind of work, some kind of project, some kind of activity where you feel that I will work hard and achieve it, I will work hard and achieve it, I will work hard and achieve it. Actually, this is not always possible. So, second principle you should learn that read Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam and have some kind of higher knowledge. And what is that higher knowledge? Every endeavor has five factors. Every action has five factors. Not that only your hard work will give you fruit. No. Who is doing that karma? Adhisthanam tatha kartha karanam cha pratak vidam. Vividdhascha pratak cheshta devam chevatra panchamam. There are five factors of getting a successful result in any action. It is given in Bhagavad Gita 18.14 shloka. So not only your endeavor will work. Endeavor is one kind of one factor in five factors. Sometime it was asked to a cricketer, how many hours you play? I play for 16 hours, but I'm not getting a success like Sachin Tendulkar. He used to play only for 8 hours. I am working harder than him. So only hard work will not give you fruit. Please understand. The five factors are there for every action. First is the person who the atma who is involved in the karma. Second, how many senses indriyas he is using, and how many things helping hands he is using to do that karma. Third thing is how where he is doing that karma, the place, adhishtanam. Then fourth thing is how much endeavor is putting, and final fifth thing is devam, and that is the sanction of the Lord. If there is no sanction of the Lord, how much ever you work hard, you will not get the result. We cannot say that India were not putting the 100% effort while doing this World Cup with Australia. They were putting their hard work. They were doing best of possible, but
Yes.
Deva Pancham Devatra, the fifth factor is Deva. The sanction of the Supreme Lord is required, and that is also based on your collective karma. If you're doing a work in a team, and if you're alone, then your alone karma will sanction. It will be sanctioned by Lord based on your karma. So the second principle you should learn is have this knowledge that only hard work will not be the cause of your success. There are many other factors. So never get depressed, never get into anxiety or some kind of self critic ki I'm not getting success, I'm not worthful, I'm not the person who can achieve this. Don't get into this. By this second principle, that way you'll be peaceful, happy, and you will be ready for next challenge, again ready for next hard work with your knowledge. Third principle is in every action. This third principle I can tell you in a small graphic
Yes.
way. So, in life, we have to make one center.
Hmm.
Srila Prabhupada ji give this analogy. This person in family, this person has this center and he is working in this circle, right?
Yes.
But his wife having this center point. She has another opinion, different opinion, and she is working around this center. So how this circle will go? This circle will go like this.
Yes.
Now the other family members, they also differ from their focus, their center point, and they say, no, I have this circle, this focus point, this third one. This is my
Yes.
uh, center of working. So then how this circle will go? This circle will go like this. Can you
Yes.
see Rishikeshji? Each and
Yes.
every
I can.
circle is cutting,
Yes.
crossing. There is a
Hmm.
clash in between. Why?
Yes.
Because there are center is different. So when you
Yes.
have one same center, no matter how much big work you are doing, if center is one, husband having same center, Krishna, uh, wife having same center, Krishna, children's having same center, Krishna, to satisfy Krishna. This one circle or two circle or third circle or fourth circle or fifth circle, how many circle you make, never it will clash.
Yes. Yes.
They are parallel to each other. They will never clash, right? So make the center of your life the Supreme Lord Krishna. This is the third teaching. And fourth, and very important and very practical, every day give your time to yourself.
Yes.
10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Do chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. chant on beats, take the japamala, and chant the prayer mantra Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Then chant Hare Krishna mantra. This is dhyana, this is Shrabda dhyana, this is sound meditation proven in all the big universities. Best way to meditate, the best way to get anxiety free, stress free, thoughtless mind by chanting this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This way you have to chant on beats. This is meditation, puja, dhyan, japa, everything is this chanting. And at last, always keep the company of good books and good people.
Yes.
Good books and good people. Very, very important. There are many things to share, Rishikesh. I have many, many practical points. But
Yes.
one more practical point is never
Yes.
make your dream or goal in life after seeing some videos on Instagram or YouTube. Oh, I want that car because he has that car. I will be like this dancing because he's dancing. I will have more followers like him because he's doing this way of marketing or making videos.
Yes.
Don't choose whom you want to get influenced. Be
Yes.
wise in choosing who should be influencing you. Don't be influenced by each and every person in life.
Yes.
Choose wisely whom you want to get influenced. Otherwise, nowadays, every children, every young person, the youth is influenced by every kind of media, every kind of influences.
Yes.
Be wise in
Yes.
choosing. And
Yes.
many, many things. Be very, very uh, uh, choosy in
Yes.
spending your time where you want to spend your time.
Yes.
All things will fall into one teaching. The final teaching is have good association, have
Yes.
good spiritual friends. And once you have good friends, when anybody comes to me, Rishikesh Prabhuji, I am not able to chant every day, I am not able to focus, I am distressed, I am in anxiety, I am in depression, I give only one solution. Think yourself as a bag, a big bag, uh, like that gunny bag. Think yourself as a gunny bag, and just pick it up and throw yourself into the association of devotees. In between the association of devotees, just go and mix with them. Just go and mix with them. Their all problems will be solved. Automatically, you will start chanting. You will start reading. You will be start focusing. You will stop wasting your time automatically. You will understand what is karma. You will understand how result come. Everything will be taught by them. So just one thing, a root principle: keep the company of devotees.
Devotees. Yes. This was one of the best session, Guruji, that I had, one of the best
This
sessions, and
was more, I can say it's a sudden session, and just we were trying to
yes,
connect. And we'll have more planned session where we can discuss particular things and we can give a good message to the audience, the viewers, the subscribers, where more planned, more in a detailed manner we can discuss on one subject matter, and we can give them nice guidance through this Krishna consciousness, which is guiding the whole world, whole society, and all classes of people and all age group.
I thank you, Guruji, for becoming a part of this session, and I will be in touch with you, and will plan these sessions in the coming days. And
Yeah.
one of the things that I can tell to my viewers is that, please, if you have not visited ISKCON, please go there, visit it, find your mental peace there, sit there for some time, and you will feel the difference.
Yes,
And
I
Guruji,
also invite all of you to Hare Krishna temples, ISKCON temples, wherever you are. In every city, we have the temple, and you can go there and attend the programs, classes, the books you can read. And I belong to Vrindavan Dham, so particularly I invite you to the land of Krishna, the birthplace of Lord Krishna, Mathura and Vrindavan.
thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you, Rishikesh ji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.